It's moving day today, moving from the sleep out to the house, or the living room of the house. I had the worst sleep last night. I basically woke up about 12:30, just couldn't get back to sleep. Ended up just thinking about the house too much. The day that I probably need my brain really working to make the last decisions. So we'll see. Right now I'm still just feeling excited. So I feel like I've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's the 21st of June, and this was the date that I'd hoped to move in by 6 months ago. So it's kind of worked out in the end. It has. Had hoped to move on the 1st, but the 21st is okay. And it's ended up being a frosty morning. I'm looking forward to being able to get a cup of tea without walking outside into the cold. That's one of the big things for me. And even though there's no power in the house at the moment, there'll be an extension cord from here, and the gas stovetop works with a lighter. So I'm making it work. I am expecting there to be a few things not quite right when we move in, and it'll take probably a couple of weeks to properly settle in. I do wonder if I will miss the diesel heater that we have here, because all it takes is a little push of a button while I'm in bed and the heat starts to go. Whereas in the house at the moment, it will be getting up to set the fire to get going.
We've still got the kitchen doors to put on at some point, and I did fall in love with these brass doorknobs. And these are the blinds installed. The two big windows, I also got an option where it blocks the sun coming through, because it'll get super hot in summer, but you can still see through.
Look what I found under the dressing table. I really had assumed the mouse had escaped. Not sure what's going on with the holes. Was it decomposing? Yuck.
That's where I get the joy of walking backwards, which is always fun.
It's been a race of a day. I've hardly talked to the camera. Just the beginning. It hasn't sunk in yet. I'm just feeling tired, and there's still more to do, and I'm running out of time before Reese gets home. So I think when I just stop, maybe that's when it will sink in that I've moved into the house. It doesn't feel real yet. But I got to keep going. I've got to set up the power. At the moment I'm piggybacking off my brother's solar system with one power cord into the house, and then a few electronics in the living space. Next week is when I get into the solar setup. Will this cord be long enough? It's 15 meters. I might have needed the longer cord. Funny. Oh well, we'll see. Smidgen extra. And this is for the small water pump for the kitchen. Just a temporary one to get me going. No hot water, just cold. That pump turned on, so I'm hopeful that I've got power. Now, not the tidiest, but it reaches close to Reese's bed for his nightlight, which is the main thing. I can use a Ryobi USB thingy for my phone, and I think that's okay. I think it's gonna work. Now I'm gonna have a quick shower before my brother turns up with Reese again. He was nice enough to drop Reese off and pick Reese up today. So big thanks to my brother. Rush, 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 rush. Yeah, Reese's chair. Crap, we need to open this. Oh, just get that in. Yay. Ah, thank you. Which is not as easy as I thought it would be. There must be a secret way of doing it, I think I got it.
I think you done it.
Yay!
Yay!
So now if you look closely, some of the doors are just a little wonky in places. You can fine tune with the screws, but I'm going to do that another day. It's now 9 days since we moved into a living space, and I thought I'd update on how I'm finding it. I think I was so exhausted the day we moved in, because of course everything took longer than expected, that it didn't sink in. It wasn't till I'd kind of been in the space for a couple of days before I fully enjoyed it. And it's lovely. I love being able to get up, get my first cup of tea without going outside into the cold. It is wonderful. It's everything I could have hoped for. I have loved the fire, even though it's taken a little bit to get the knack off. And the interesting part of chopping up some of the firewood to being kindling. And having a kitchen in the same room that Reese is in just makes life so much better. I don't know how I did it before, really. Already, I can't imagine how I did. It was basically 3.5 winters in the old setup. It's just, it's life-changing for me. I already feel like I'm happier. Apparently I'm laughing more than I was. People are seeing it. I've needed this. I've needed a home. My initial plan had been to give myself a break when I moved into this place, because I have been pushing myself hard. But I learned pretty quickly that we need power as soon as possible, and we really, really need a working bathroom as soon as possible. I've got the Porter camping toilet in here, which I have to empty today. It's a bit full. I'm not looking forward to it. And the shower situation is painful because it's still down by the caravan. So there's no rest right now. Just keep going. And the space isn't finished yet. I still need to do some cupboards above. I've got my eye on some that I'm aware of money at the moment, so I might go for a cheaper option. But I think it'll look nice. I think it'll work in the space. So there's a few projects still to carry on in this area, settling in, yeah. But overall, I'm so happy. I love the space. I really do.